Many of you are waiting for an answer to this. Has Gachagua visited Opoda Farm to lay wreath on Raila's gravesite? I know if you've gone to X, you'd definitely see, a convoy of what has been perceived as Gachagua's convoy to Opoda Farm. Also, there's a photo where people are saying Gachagua is being received at Opoda Farm. But is that true? I am certain you're waiting for an answer to that question. But before I give you an answer to that question, this is what I would like to bring to your attention. People have been waiting for Gachagua to visit Raila's gravesite because on the burial day, Gachagua did not show up. And also there was a statement that was given by Kahiga which led to a quick rejoinder from people like Gladys Wanga. And that strained the relationship between Gachagua and those allied to Raila, where Gachagua was perceived as someone that wished Raila bad. However, reports regarding Gachagua visiting Opoda Farm have been there, and Gachagua himself has shown interest to visit Opoda Farm. So, has he visited? I ask again that question. I've already talked to someone who is close to Gachagua. He's actually part of Gachagua's communication team, and he has confirmed to me that Gachagua has not visited Opoda Farm. However, plans for that visit are ongoing. They are weighing the situation to see if the political atmosphere is comfortable enough to allow them to visit Opoda Farm. But there is a very clear intention from Gachagua to visit Opoda Farm. So folks, I am recording this video at the beach. So let me go back to this story. The Odinga family, specifically Raila Odinga Jr., mentioned that everyone is welcome to Opoda Farm. That for them, they welcome everyone. We may have differences politically, but that one does not mean that you can go to Opoda Farm to mourn his father. So that statement discredited the warning shot Gladys Wanga threw at Gachagua. Also, we've heard Oburu Odinga saying that Bondo is open to everyone, regardless of the political differences we hold. So that means Gachagua is still welcome to Bondo, despite what Gladys Wanga said. But it is important that he weighs the atmosphere, because sometimes it may be open, but when you visit there, you find the atmosphere hostile. So meaning some members of parliament or some leaders can organize goons to disrupt Gachagua's visit and make it chaotic and chaotic and chaotic. So at the end of it, people will still blame Gachagua. For the video and photo I just shared, let me clarify, especially for the video. For that convoy, if you remember Gachagua visiting Western Kenya, you remember that? He visited Western Kenya for their one-term campaigns. So he jetted to Kisumu International Airport, where the one-term team received him, and later they drove themselves to Western Kenya. So that convoy wasn't actually for today. It was a convoy that happened, I think, in July or June, before Gachagua went to the United States. So I've just debunked that. And also for the photo, I've not been able to really confirm where that photo was taken, but it appears that photo was taken in Kajiado County. So that photo is not for today. So using that photo to lie to the public that Gachagua is in Bondo is wrong. So I am sure that is clear. But now, when you look at it politically, you'd realize that what is coming out so clearly is that Nyanza is going to be a no-go zone for Gachagua, because the ground is hostile for Gachagua. It's also very unfortunate that Kalonzo, who was given an opportunity to address mourners during Raila's burial, did not speak to the hearts of people of Luo Nyanza. Guys, you must have listened to that address. Okay, he spoke something about stolen election. He spoke something about Raila's willingness, Raila's spirit, and all that, to fight for democracy, fight for human rights, and all that. He also talked about their struggles and all that. But he failed to speak to the hearts of Luo Nyanza and tell them, you know what, people, I've stood with the Raila, all that time. I've sacrificed my ambitions and all that. But for now, in 2027, I expect your support. He would have talked about that, but did not speak about that. Instead, he went ahead to tell us, you know what, you can go to X and read my entire speech and read my entire statement regarding Raila. That was a total failure. He did not, capture the hearts of the deep feelings of the people of Luo Nyanza, especially regarding his expression to run for president in 2027. That is a missed opportunity. However, the key views today are from Arsenal fans. You have to remember this. Raila Odinga was an Arsenal fan. He was actually an ardent supporter of Arsenal. So Arsenal fans have decided to visit Opoda Farm to lay wreath on Raila's gravesite. So that shows that, Arsenal fans are people who are united, not just in celebration, but also in mourning or sadness. Sometimes it is okay, we can share happiness, but when things go south, we can definitely share sadness. That means we come together, empathize, try to soothe, try to comfort, and all that. So what Arsenal fans have shown today at Opoda Farm is that Arsenal family is a united family. I don't know what you think about that. You as an Arsenal fan, are you united with other Arsenal fans? Because those who truly support Arsenal are actually at Opoda Farm. And where are you? Are you also there? If you're not there, it means you're not a true Arsenal fan. And if you are, you're not someone who supports unity, because for those who support Arsenal, truly, they are at Opoda Farm, mourning one of their own. Additionally, the recent visit we've also heard is that of Ogande Girls School from Homa Bay. That is a school that Raila Odinga attended. So the alumni of that school are visiting Opoda Farm to mourn with the Odinga family. Additionally, we've also heard Anyang Nyong going back to Opoda Farm to mourn with the Odinga family. Other high-ranking people that have gone there are the likes of Simba Arati. We've also heard Atandi going there. We've also heard someone like Franklin Bett. We've also heard Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi was there. He took some bulls there and all that. So people continue to visit Opoda Farm because Raila is someone for sure that we can't just heal from, because this is a figure that shaped Kenyan politics, and across the world people are still mourning Raila. This mourning is not likely to end today. That is something that we must agree, because every time you go online and you see a photo of Raila, you see a video of Raila talking to Kenyans, for sure you will start remembering the good moments. You start remembering the journey Raila took us through, especially in the fight for democracy, especially in the fight for devolution, because these are things that he fought for. Devolution did not just begin that way. It took a fight to get it. Democracy that we enjoy today did not just come. It took a fight to get it. So generally, when you look at all the human rights, human freedoms that we continue to enjoy today, they did not just come like that. You didn't just find them. Some people fought for them. Some people championed those freedoms and rights. So as we enjoy those rights, let's also remember those who fought for all that we are enjoying today. So guys, if you feel that you have an opportunity, visit Opoda Farm, condole with the family despite our political affiliations and all that. So let's continue remembering that Raila was a key political figure that shaped our politics, not just politics, but also the state of affairs in the country. When you look at the economy, democracy, and many things, because all those things are actually intertwined. When there's no favorable political climate, definitely the economy cannot grow. When there's no democracy, definitely the economy will struggle to grow. So whatever that we've achieved so far, Raila has been part and parcel of that. So let's continue to mourn and condole with the family. Let's continue to comfort the family.